Which of these states? Which state shares Nevada? Which state California? Which state Indiana? Which state border Maine? Which state border Connecticut? Which state border Tennessee? Which of these states? Which state California? Which state border Pennsylvania? Which state border Kentucky? Which state California? Which of Which of Which state California? Which of these states is Which state shares a border Alabama? Which of these states? Which of these states? Which of these? Which of? Which state? Alaska. Which state? Florida. Which state share Texas? Which of? Which state border Mississippi? Which of these? Which state shares South Dakota? Which state borders Louisiana? Which state Illinois? Which of these? Which state shares Arizona? Which state borders Minnesota? Which of? Which state New Jersey? Which state borders Virginia? Which of the? Which of these? Which of these? Which state Alabama? Which state Nevada? Which state Vermont? Which state borders the Mississippi? Iowa. Which state shares Oklahoma?